Hey everybody, welcome back to the Scentitar Fragrance channel. I really want to thank you for being here today. My name is Benjamin. I do review fragrances, colognes, perfumes, and all things scent related. I'd love to help you find the best fragrances, save some money, and of course, learn about the notes, learn about those little details, the composition of a fragrance, all those good things. So let's jump into this fragrance video today, talking about 5 fragrance alternatives, fragrances that I think they're worth every penny. I think these fragrances are worth the money, and most of these can save you money. Some of them are more expensive towards the end, but let's not waste any time. Before I jump into the video, shout out to Just So You Know Reviews, a fantastic guy. Have to give him a shout out. He tagged me and encouraged me to do this kind of video. I love talking about flankers anyway, so I said, why not? This will be fun. So let's jump into the first one here today. This is none other than Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Swimming in Lipari. Now, Swimming in Lipari is a fantastic flanker of Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. If you're unfamiliar with Light Blue, I bet you probably have smelled it or know about it. It's a beautiful, light, citrus, lemony fragrance that has a very nice, kind of happy, playful fragrance. It's very popular as a going to the gym kind of fragrance. But what they did with this fragrance is they upped the ambergris. The original had a little bit of a musky feel. The ambergris here is really bumped up, gives this fragrance a lot of musk, helps it have a lot better performance, and it has an added masculinity, and it's a little bit more full-bodied with the salt. I love fragrances that use the note of salt really well. It might sound odd to you, but salt really sparkles in the sun. It helps the fragrance smell a little bit more like the ocean without the seaweed and the cologne and all that stuff going on. But overall, it is an aquatic. It does have that vibe, but it's fresh, it's lemony, it's Italian, it's salty and musky, and it packs a punch. It's definitely a little bit more on the masculine side, and it performs very well. Another great aspect of one reason I love this fragrance so much is that you can get it for about $40 for a 4.2 ounce, which is actually quite a good value. For some people that actually might be cheapy territory for the value for money. So a really good fragrance. I think this is a fantastic alternative and better than things like Versace Pour Homme, which is a real classic if you really want something versatile, office wear appropriate. Versace Pour Homme is hard to beat, but I just felt like I wanted a fragrance that's a little bit better in the heat, a fragrance that had a little bit more of a character I liked with that Italian vibe, and I really do like salt in a fragrance. So this one speaks to me. I sold my Versace Pour Homme. That's how much I love this fragrance. I sold that one. So Swimming in Lipari is a winner in my book. I love this fragrance. If you're having a long summer like I am, if you're in Australia, if you're having an Indian summer, wherever you live in the world, let me know in the comment section below. I think that this would do you right. I'm getting a little bit of wear out of it today. I might just apply a little bit more. So, fantastic. I love it. The next one I have to share with y'all today is one of my favorite fragrances in my collection, one of the best values of a fragrance that I've ever gotten. And then we'll talk about the alternative of this fragrance as well. This is Moschino Uomo. Now, I hope I said that right. I try to speak foreign languages. I do my best. Encourage me to do my best, but I always will, and try to learn to speak the language a little bit better. Anyways, this fragrance is a fantastic alternative to none other than Prada El Homme and Reflection Man even. This fragrance has that beautiful, soft, almost baby wipe nature, and that even though that might not sound nice or sound fantastic, it has that fabric freshness. It has a classy vibe to this fragrance. This one almost has a little bit of resin going on. It honestly can smell a little bit mysterious, but it's very clean. It's almost on the soapy side of things, but it does have just a tantalizing musk mixed in, almost an ambrette nature. I love ambrette in fragrances, and maybe that's getting a little bit more popular with fragrances like Rolling in Love by Kilian. But It is, this fragrance does have, again, that baby powder vibe. It's not going to be for the masculine guys out there, but if you want something very clean, very sophisticated for the office, for those situations where you want to smell gentlemanly and well put together, this one honestly smells a little bit mature than Prada El Homme, and even has a little bit of a touch of the fougere, but it's not really a fougere. This is a very modern fragrance. When this was released, I think it was a very modern release. So a fantastic fragrance, worth every penny. You can pick this one up for close to 20 bucks for a 4.2 ounce. Yes, bigger than normal, bigger than the average 3.4 ounce bottle. So 4.2 ounces for about 20 bucks. Some people claim they get poor performance, about 5 hours. I really get 7 or 8. This one's a sneaky one. It has a lot of sillage, and it can seem like it's just super close to the skin, but if it gets a little bit more heat on you, it's revitalized, and it just has a good sillage, but sometimes it can be hard to detect for you after the 4 or 5 hour mark. But trust me, I've walked past people, I've walked around people, and people have really thought that I was a mysterious, sophisticated, clean man with this fragrance. It's got me compliments and amazing looks and attention. So check this one out. If you're a younger man, you might want to go for Prada El Homme. It's a little bit lighter. It's a little bit more youthful. But this one, all ages can easily wear this one. And if you're 25 plus looking for a cheapie, if you're looking for something to wear to the office, Moschino Uomo is going to be hard to beat. So check this one out. A fantastic fragrance. So, guys and gals and everybody else out there in the world, I'm going to jump into some of the more expensive fragrances, but trust me, some of these fragrances actually save you money, like this one here. This one's called Godolphin by Parfums de Marly. This one is probably, or maybe, one of the most overlooked fragrances from Parfums de Marly. Some of them just don't get a lot of love. This one does resemble Tuscan leather. It is quite obvious that they've tried to capture that vibe and that feeling. It's not a clone. They did their own thing. This one is a little bit more musky. It smells a little bit probably like Hedione maybe. Maybe they looked at something like Initio's fragrances and said, how can we make it more mass appealing? How can we make it a little bit easier to wear with still being, you know, a very interesting fragrance? It still has that masculine kind of deep, almost like smoky, spicy kind of nature, and kind of a deep dark leather as well going on. So very nice fragrance. I find this much more wearable than Tuscan leather. This one has a little bit of resin, probably a little bit of amber, and a little bit of sweetness. So just a little bit. It's a very nice fragrance. I just find that this fragrance really does get me amazing attention. I don't know what's about it, or what about it. It fits my personality. It's a lot easier to wear than Tuscan leather. I do appreciate Tuscan leather. I think it's a masterpiece. But for me, this one is so much easier to wear in the spring, in the fall, in the winter. This fragrance really just rocks my world, and really like this fragrance. I'm going to mention a few decanting services out here. I was not paid or told to say these things, but I bought this one from myfragrancesamples.com. Give them a chance. A lot of people in the fragrance community trust them, including myself. So a fantastic fragrance, worth every penny. Godolphin's a real winner. If you want a kind of a more masculine, but yet a little bit modern, a little bit more versatile, kind of dark, spicy leather fragrance. So check out Godolphin, give it a chance. It's a good fragrance. Oh, I forgot to mention that I love that Godolphin so much because you can get it at discounters for close to $200, full price. It's kind of similar, honestly, to Tuscan leather, but often that one hits discounters. Tuscan leather often doesn't hit discounters, where you can't find it cheaper. It's really hard to get a good deal on Tuscan leather. So that's one reason I mentioned that fragrance. It's more mass appealing. It's and you can find a good deal on it. So check it out. The next one I wanted to mention is none other than my decant here of Chanel Allure Homme Edition Blanche. Now this is a flanker. This one's called Edition Blanche again. You get citrus. You get a beautiful, again, soft, classic aromatic DNA. This one's lively, playful, and just a joy to wear. Why do I mention this fragrance? What can this be an alternative of? This one is an alternative to none other than Creed's Aventus cologne. Yes, this thing smells similar. A lot of people are comparing the Creed Aventus cologne to the original or even the sport version of Chanel, but I think this one is more citrusy. I think that this one, especially in the transition from the opening to the mid of the fragrance after the 5 minute or 3 minute mark, I think that this one is much more similar to the Aventus cologne, and I think that it's fantastic. I think it actually smells better in quality overall. It gives you better performance. The Aventus cologne's only going to give you 4, maybe 5 hours if you're lucky. This one can give you 5 to 6, and the best part about this is that you can get it for about $150 compared to anywhere from $350 to $400. Aventus cologne, maybe one day, maybe in a year or so, you can get it for about the price of Aventus for about $250. But still, I even then, but for $150 compared to $250 of the Aventus cologne, I would still go for this fragrance every day. This fragrance, again, smells better, performs better, and I think it's a little bit more exclusive, and I just think it's a better overall fragrance. Check it out. It does seem to be a distributor exclusive, or you do have to order it online. Give this one a chance. It's one of the, if you can call Chanel a designer brand, this is one of the best citruses on the market for the price, for the money. Check out a Dijon Blanche. It's worth it. Trust me, it's worth it. So next one, the last one I wanted to mention to y'all here today is one of my fragrances that I've just fallen in love with over time. Just little by little, I've started to fall in love with this fragrance. This is Duro by Nasomatto. Now, a fantastic fragrance. You got to check it out. It is somewhat similar to Dior Fahrenheit. It does have a little bit of that gasoline vibe, but there's a little bit of amber and a little bit of leather and just a little bit of something nuanced, something different about it. Now, another reason why I just love this fragrance is that I've always felt like not only is Dior Fahrenheit uber masculine, and which can be a good thing for some of y'all out there, but I always felt like it was a little bit more on the classy side, and it just demanded attention. That stuff grabs attention. Duro here is a little bit more laid back. It is still masculine. It is still a very strong performer, but it doesn't have really that classy edge to the fragrance. It's a little bit more, the fragrance is smoothed out. I don't want to say rugged, but I just want to say that it's and it's not mature. It doesn't smell old really. It's a very nice modern masculine fragrance. It just has a little bit more of perhaps a reserved nature, but it's smooth. To me, it's a little bit more on the seductive side. With perhaps Dior Fahrenheit is a little bit more on the brash side, a little bit bold. You know what I'm saying? I hope that comes across. But anyways, Duro is a fantastic fragrance. I love it. It is a winner of a fragrance. If you want a masculine, well-composed, smooth fragrance, and you have a little bit of coin to spend, again, I think this is a better alternative to Dior Fahrenheit. It just smells more modern, but in a good way. It still is very masculine. So check this one out if you like Gucci Absolute, if you like those masculine fragrances. And again, guys, if you're younger, or if you just want something that you can wear all the time and not worry about how much it costs, get Ferrari Umo. It's worth every penny. So thank y'all so much for being here today, and coming to my channel and supporting me. I really appreciate all the support. It means the world to me. I'm trying to improve my game, improve myself, and improve this channel, and I hope that comes across. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you like this content. I'm doing my very best, and if you have any encouragement or if you have any ideas, please put them in the comment section below. And of course, share your scent of the day, share what you're thinking. Let me know how you feel, what you think, and be smelling great out there, my friends. That's what this is all about. Just smell great. Don't forget to wear what you love, and I'll see you next time. This has been the Scented Fragrance channel, and I'll be seeing you next time, and bye.